I got a little bit upset in the airport, but it was bound to happen, wasn't it? Luckily, the taxi driver was absolutely lovely, so chatty, and it was a lovely welcome into Barcelona. The building that I'm staying in is very old and pretty, and the lift is an experience. I couldn't even figure out how to use it, as you can see. Literally right there. Not me using that, oh my god. This is my little room. It's actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. I've already got a little shrine for my stuff. This is the only storage that I have. And I've got this big case and that massive case. So yeah, I'm going to have to organise that. I'm going to try and unpack as much as I can. And then maybe go to a supermarket, get some little bits. Just because I'd like a snack or something, because I actually haven't eaten. No, I really haven't eaten that much. So yeah, I'm really tired though. And that bed looks very appealing. I need to get my teddy out. I've managed to unpack everything. I even look tired. Oh, I'm getting messages. Yeah, my suitcase, the big one is here, which isn't too bad. Like, I'm not really going to use this area, so I have quite a lot of space here. And then the other one I've managed to put under the bed. Can you even see it? Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm gonna go to a shop and try and get some food. I've barely left the apartment and I've already met an American, a French girl who's here freezing her eggs, and she lives in Amsterdam, and her boyfriend who is Dutch. So I'm meeting a lot of people, and there's another guy, haven't met him yet, and then another girl's just come in. No one is like staying here for a month. I seem to be the only person, and I thought you had to stay for a month, so I've got that wrong, but I was going to stay for a month anyway. So I feel like I'm going to be meeting a lot of people on rotation that aren't actually staying in Barcelona, but that's fine. Like, as long as I'm meeting people and talking to people, I'm happy. I have one viewing now, so I'm going to go see that. And I'm now getting a lot of messages from agencies about different places. The thing is, a lot of them, they don't allow you to visit, and I don't really like that. So I'm gonna try and visit all the ones that I can first, get a feel for those, and then see what happens from there. And I need to like message people now because I haven't messaged any of my friends, so they don't know what I'm doing, if I'm alive, so I should do that. Nearly 11 o'clock and I've just realised I've barely filmed anything today. I've just been busy looking at accommodation and getting shopping and just walking around. Like when I'm walking around, because I don't know the areas properly yet, I don't know when to get my phone out and when not. I do have a little anti-theft device though. Obviously I'm not aware if it actually works until someone tries to rob me. So that's... Unless I get someone to fake rob me. There's now two girls living in this room behind me, which is massive, but I can hear them a lot now. But last night I didn't actually sleep that well because it was so quiet. On this side of the corridor, it's literally just me, 2 bathrooms, and then that bedroom. So when they weren't in there, like it was so quiet, it was freaking me out. I wake up in the middle of the night and I had to put Friends on in the background. If you know me, you know that I put Friends on for like a comfort show. So quite often when I move somewhere new, I find Friends to make me feel at home. My viewing today, I had a viewing in a flat. He was charging €775. And this room was like a box. It was basically just a bed with a little wardrobe, like built-in wardrobe, and some drawers. Like, it was tiny, there was barely a window, and there was hardly any ventilation in the whole entire apartment. Like, fair play to him, it was very modern, it was all very new. 775 euros, absolutely not. And he wasn't giving me good vibes. He wasn't there that often, he said, but he was just very negative and moany, and I got enough of that from my ex. I don't want it anymore. That's a no. I've got another viewing on Saturday at 1:30. Got nothing really planned for tomorrow. I did go to Sagrada Familia, and pretty sure someone tried to like basically scam me or rob me, but I'm not that fucking stupid. I look like a prime target, so I've got to get used to these things. But yes, I'm gonna go have a shower and sleep, hopefully. I've accidentally done some sort of cooking scene here. Honestly, sometimes I surprise myself. But my friend showed me how to do these pancakes, and they're really healthy and yummy. So I thought I'd share the recipe just in case you like the look of them. I'm so tired. All I want to do is nap, but I can't. It's too loud. The sound of construction just follows me everywhere. This was the first time I felt properly down in Barcelona, and I feel like it was just because the lack of sleep mainly. Because I was so tired, I just didn't have the energy to do the things that I actually wanted to do, so I didn't end up doing them, and then I got down about not doing them. But if you know me, you know that in order to make myself feel better, I love going to the beach. So I literally just walked all the way down, the whole way. It was a lovely walk. My first walk through like the Gothic Quarter, which is a bit more touristy, but still so beautiful. And the sea did make me feel a lot better, as usual. I just had a chat with Mum, which was very nice, with a cup of tea and a biscuit. And then Eleanor's given me some earbuds. So hopefully these will help, which are a godsend, because I was meant to go out to the shop and get some and I forgot, but luckily she had some to give me. And yeah, we've exchanged numbers, so hopefully we can meet tomorrow to do something, which is exciting. I'm gonna have a shower, wash my hair, and my viewings tomorrow. Hopefully more positive vibes tomorrow. Just felt very drained today and tired and headache, and but I've got a good feeling about tomorrow. So I had my viewing this morning and it went pretty well. The woman was lovely, so that's nice. And I met one girl in the apartment and she seemed pretty cool. I think she was German, but she was talking in Spanish. And the room was massive. It was like this room, so the room that I'm in now. But then you walk through like two big doors and I had like my own little office area with big windows. So for doing like this and other content, it was perfect. But the issue was someone went in literally just before me and loved it too. So they reserved it first. If they drop out, I'll get it. But if not, then it's not mine. There was also a smaller one, which wasn't really that small. It was like the same size as this again, but the window, it's kind of like this window, so it doesn't like look out onto like anything actually outside of the apartment. It actually looked out onto pipes. It was kind of gross. And if I'm working from home all day, I just felt like I would get a little bit working in there because all of the shared space wasn't that great either. And there was no like outside space. So yeah, I definitely only want the big room, even though the smaller room was obviously a lot cheaper. I just don't think I would enjoy working in there. But yes, I might have another viewing on Tuesday or Wednesday, and that one looks a lot more like modern, quite a bit more expensive, but if I feel like I will be happy working from there a lot, I think it's worth it. I don't think it actually has any outside space either, but maybe I'll be sick of outside, especially in the summer. But it looked very light in there and it had big windows. I guess I'm just gonna have to see. People aren't replying as quickly to me now, but it is a Saturday. Yes, we're making progress. And it's like it's my what? Third day? Fourth day? Like third full day. And I found one already that I've put my documents down for. So even if I don't get that one, the likelihood is I will find another one I like. I hope anyway. And I finally cleared up this area so it's not a huge mess anymore. I figured out how to use this so I can use both of the screens, which is good, so I can get some work done soon, so I haven't done any. I just got these baskets from a Chinese bazaar for putting all my stuff in so that it's not completely everywhere. I got some blue tack to put the 3 photos that I have up. Every day we're accomplishing something new. I got told people from Barcelona were rude by one of the apartment people that I visited, like the guy that I just didn't like. Everyone's been lovely to me. Like, I don't know if it's because I speak Spanish, but even the guy that I just met in the corridor, which was like an old man, I thought he would be like, get out of my apartment block. But because I was speaking to him in Spanish, he literally showed me where he was staying and he was like, this is where I live. If you need anything, please just let me know. I don't quite understand all of the Barcelona accent. It goes over my head a little bit sometimes. So I was like, sorry, perdón, ¿qué? So I've just filmed my first celeb news TikTok since being here, and actually this setup is lovely for it because I have the window just here and then my phone is on a little tripod, so having that at the moment is perfect. This TikTok that I've done, although I know it's a good topic, I don't think it's my best and I don't think it will perform that well. I can usually tell when a TikTok's going to perform well before I post it. Sometimes, well, a good amount of the time now. And this one, I think if I'd had the time to put more effort into it, it would have done well, but I've actually got, it's 4:10 now, and I'm going on an all-girls hike at 5. It's something that I saw through a girl called Roxana, who posts a lot about Barcelona and just things to do in Barcelona and just like her general day-to-day life. And yeah, it's basically just a bunch of girls that are in Barcelona, and you go on a hike, and it's a really nice day today. I'm sure I showed you a bit of it before, and I just wanted to get out for a bit earlier, but I'm trying to not spend too much money because I'm reminding myself that I live here now. So I only got a coffee because we've run out of coffee here, and I can't go without coffee. The thing is, when I go out in the sun, like I want to have like a nice space, so I need to figure out where that's going to be, because where I grew up in Spain, it was anywhere, because there was just loads of little cafes in the sun, so I could just go with my laptop anywhere. But this is a city, it's a lot busier, more theft, so I just need to figure things out. It's actually not sunny now for quite a long time, which might do me good because that means I can get back into the groove for TikTok and I'm not distracted by the sun. So I'm going to take a little bit of a pause from filming for a bit because I'm just editing the week before I moved here video, because I'm not used to editing yet. It takes me so long, and I feel like I've got so much content to edit too, and I still want to do like a talking video, so I just need to give myself not more content to edit because it just takes up too much of my time at the moment. Hopefully with time it gets easier, or like I find a routine. To be honest, I kind of procrastinate it and then do it all at once, and then it makes it even longer. Like I need to set apart maybe 1 to 2 hours every day where I just do a little bit, which to be honest I think will be in the morning, because I quite enjoy it in the morning. After like 11 o'clock it's not so fun and I just want to like get up and out, but in the morning with like my coffee and my breakfast it's quite nice. I tried to go to that tapas place yesterday where they do €2 tapas. Got there at like 4:45 and they stopped serving tapas at 3:30, which I'm not used to because where I grew up they do tapas all day every day, so I was really disappointed. But now I know, and also on the way there I saw 2 co-working cafes and I wrote down the names so I can go and check those out. But yeah, today I've got 2 viewings. One's with, I think he must be Catalan. I think his name's Juan. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna have to ask him. And I've got one with 2 uni students that are from London and they go to Edinburgh Uni and they're here for a year, but that room is only for 3 months. I'm unsure about both of them, and I feel like I'm definitely gonna get a feel when I get there whether I want it. One's a lot more posh. The one with Juan is kind of like a luxury apartment, and I feel like the other one obviously is going to be much more of a uni vibe, but I might quite like that when I first get here because I don't know anyone. So I feel like I've just got to go there and get a feel for it. I also need to remember that I'm working and I do need silence. So yes, wish me luck. And I've started writing in my diary again to like organise my life, which has made me feel a lot better because I've got a lot of things on my mind right now, so having it all on paper makes me feel good. Actually, I'm gonna watch a YouTube video now because that was on my list and I forgot.